Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Good morning, good morning. Top of the AM. So, what can basically make you tap on my channel? What can attract the attention of the viewers to come to my channel? I mean, we're all unique. The only interesting thing about me, I'm a survivor. There's a lot of survivors out in the world, but not too many of us tell our story, our real struggles, the real battle. So up in my channel, you're gonna see a little bit of gaming, mainly motorcycle vlogging, motorcycle events, because that's what I am. I'm a Ruff Ryder, and I'm proud of it. But in this one, I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown of why I started being a Ruff Ryder. See, when I first even thought about this, I was in another country, overseas, and I happened to see one of my brothers, JC, from Arizona, popped up in my feed with his history of how he met the Hell's Angels and him and Scorpio, and that situation there. And it came across my mind like, oh man, these guys here, they some survivors, and that attracted my attention. So I started looking into more knowledge about Ruff Ryders. Obviously, we all know about DMX. I knew, that there is a Ruff Ryder rapper by the name of DMX and Jadakiss. I knew that. I already knew that. But that's not what attracted my attention. What attracted my attention was the fact that there is camaraderie. There is brothers in the actual chapter. Not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to click with everybody, but there is some that just, man, they're just like you, whether they're black, Crips, Bloods. Some of these guys is just like me, man. So I started digging up some history. So I kept digging up history, right? Trying to understand, what does it take to be a Ruff Ryder? So I couldn't get the answer I wanted overseas. And then, once I was back, stationed back home again, I happened to get in a little deeper. See, but at that point, when I'm, trying to research the things of, Ruff Ryder, the org itself, the organization, I felt like I was hitting a dead end, for the fact that I can't say it's secret society, because it's not, but you really have to be outside to run into a Ruff Ryder. You could just think of the idea and be like, oh man, that's nice. I could probably see one through social media. It ain't that easy. Nobody is going to accept a friend request or a message from a crazy out-of-towner that just happens to think, hey, I want to join Ruff Ryder. Nah, it don't work that way. You really have to come outside. You really have to ride your bike. So that's why when they say we're going to pound these streets, literally, we're going to pound the streets, meaning we're going to pound that motorcycle, burn rubber, fucking run up some miles on that engine, but you're going to be outside. And if you want to join any type of organization, not necessarily just, Ruff Ryders, you have to ride. They have to know what type of riding skills you have. They have to know if you can ride in the formation. They have to know if you are about your brotherhood. So that's where, the footwork comes in. And to me, it was lovely. It's a lovely journey. You keep meeting more and more, folks out of the same organization that are similar to you, and not necessarily even have to agree to, the sky being blue, because you're not always going to get along with everybody. But when you do start clicking with people, you start networking, you get to know people, and man, that shit just becomes something even bigger and better, because your family grows. Now you're seeing more people like you, and now you're saying, man, this motherfucker's a good dude, or this female here is a good woman, and this is my sister, and I don't necessarily need to see her with my dickhead, and excuse the language, but it's certain females we could get along with, man, without disrespecting or even taking that route. But it's a simple breakdown. I'm definitely gonna put up an actual video from start to now to nowadays. I've nearly got 3 years in, 2 years, almost 2 years vested, one a few months as a hang around, which I've been around them almost like 3 years, yeah. And it keeps growing, It has its ups and downs, just like a regular relationship, a friendship, a brother, the brother and sister. You guys always fall off from time to time. You have differences. But man, this Ruff Ryder business to me is the shit, man. He's lovely. I'm gonna represent it till my wheels fall off. Literally till my wheels fall off, because I ride too. Right now I'm in the car because I'm working, but man, it's grown to be something that I love. I enjoy doing. Due to work, you can't always travel, or you can't always make all the events, because we part of this, we do have a real fucking life, kids and family and stuff. But I can't complain, man. I love it. I'm gonna break down details of my journey. I can't break down certain things because it's just a lot of things I can't talk about. No, this is not a gang. This is not organized crime. Fuck no. It's just, I'm saying, there's always a limit to what you're able to expose, or better yet, just throw out in the air. But man, it's been a ride that just keep going and expanding to where it is like my drug. It's something that needs to be in me and fulfill me within my day. It needs to be in my routine, my daily routine. So hope you guys enjoyed this small little video, whatnot. I'm definitely gonna start loading up some videos of my past as a teenager, how it all started within the gang culture, how I transitioned from gang culture into the motorcycle world, which is from the worst part of life over to the positive side of the of life. And it's gonna be a cool little breakdown for the fact that not everybody lives the same story. Oh, I've been the past gangbanger. In the past, I've been the gangbanger. Oh, I broke up. I grew up in a broken home. No dad. This. Yeah, we hear that typical speech or whatnot, or that typical story, but they don't always break into the details of how you suffered, how you overcome a suffer, how you not kill yourself when you have suicidal thoughts, from taking child abuse, not necessarily sexual or anything. It's just, sometimes we get beatings by our parents, which is, yeah, physical abuse, but not sexual. So let's not take it towards that way, for the fact that there's always people, saying things out of line in these comments. But I appreciate you stopping by the channel. I will come out with more videos, and just give it a try at this content creating thing. Not the best at it, but we're definitely gonna get good at it. I'll tell you that. By constantly uploading videos, man. You guys take care. You have a blessed day, blessed week. Enjoy the weekend coming up. This is ours on mine.